Welcome to Tech Bytes and News, your daily roundup of articles featured in Hacker News. Today we're diving deep into a fascinating retro tech project, JTAG hacking of the original Xbox. It's a wild ride.
Yeah, I saw this article. 20 years later, someone actually managed to JTAG debug the original Xbox's Pentium 3 CPU. That's incredible. What were the main hurdles?
Well, Microsoft wasn't exactly inviting this kind of scrutiny. They deliberately tied the TRST hash pin to ground, essentially disabling the JTAG interface. Plus, the JTAG instructions for the Pentium 3 were largely proprietary. It was a real security challenge.
So, they tried to make it impossible, huh? Clever. But this researcher, they didn't give up, right?
Absolutely not. They designed a custom CPU interposer PCB. Think of it as a little adapter board that neatly breaks out the JTAG signals, making them accessible to a standard debugger. Ingenious.
An adapter board? That's brilliant. But wasn't there more to it than just the hardware?
Oh yeah, there was a huge software hurdle too. The researcher had to use an old Applied Microsystems code tap debugger, which is like finding a needle in a haystack these days. And the software was tricky to use, especially with a system that was designed to resist this kind of intrusion. It wasn't a simple plug-and-play situation.
Right, so they had to overcome both hardware and software challenges. And what about the SMC? I read something about that.
The System Management Controller, or SMC, is a small microcontroller on the Xbox motherboard. It performs system integrity checks during boot. If the CPU doesn't pass these checks within a certain time, the SMC resets the whole system. The researcher had to trick the SMC using an Arduino to simulate a successful boot sequence. A clever workaround.
Wow, that's some serious reverse engineering and hardware hacking. So did they finally get the secret ROM?
Yes. They successfully dumped the original 1.0 secret boot ROM using JTAG. It's a huge accomplishment. 20 years of speculation, and it's finally been done.
Amazing. But what's the significance of this? Why is this such a big deal?
Well, beyond the nostalgic factor, this opens up a whole new world of possibilities for studying the original Xbox. JTAG debugging allows for unparalleled system introspection, letting researchers examine the system's behavior from the very first instruction. It's far more detailed than emulation. It's like having a window into the soul of the machine.
I see. So it's not just about cracking the system. It's about understanding how it works at a fundamental level and preserving that knowledge for future generations of researchers.
Exactly. This project also highlights the scarcity of information on older hardware debugging techniques. The researcher even created a GitHub repository to document their findings and encourage others to contribute. It's a fantastic contribution to the open source community.
That's great. It's a testament to the enduring power of curiosity and ingenuity. A truly inspiring story.
Absolutely. And that's all the time we have for today's Tech Bytes and News. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you next time. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.